Hello, I am here today to tell you exactly why I have ordered the M1 MacBook Pro and what has pushed me over the edge. The only difference here is that, see that thing behind me? Yeah, that thing over there. That's a caravan. I live full-time in that and I have got absolutely zero wall plug 240 volt power without one thing. First off, it's not even about the battery life or the performance boost that actually pushes me over the edge. For me to use my current laptop, this thing, which happens to be in the exact same price range as the new M1 MacBook Pros, I have to do the following process. I wander outside, day or night, rain or shine. And I gotta turn this bugger on. So yeah, this here is my 240 volt or wall plug, whatever you wanna call it. It runs an extension lead from here over to there to the caravan. And let me tell you, this thing is not cheap. Each week I fill this thing up about once or twice, and that costs either $30 or $60 depending on how many times I've filled it up. So that's $30 to $60 depending on my workload on my computer that I've gotta keep filling this thing up to get power. What adds to this problem is that this laptop is like on a battery life of 38%. That means it has shittle capacity and lasts maybe 20 minutes maximum of easy usage. Now I know what you're thinking, just get a new battery, right? But no, the reason it is a no is because this battery for this is $130. That's simple, that's cool. But even with that new battery, it has a maximum usage time of like 2 hours, which in theory is absolutely fine for a gaming laptop that should really be plugged into a, wall plug most of the time. But still, 2 hours, that's it. The M1 MacBook, on the other hand, not that I'm trying to sell it to you, but it has a whopping 17 hours of casual usage time. Now, like I mentioned before, the battery life is not just the main thing that's gone like, yes, I need that right now. Instead, it's actually the way of charging. It's USB-C. My current laptop needs this thing, a wall plug, this big ass power adapter, and worst of all, it takes 240 watts. Without that, it's not gonna charge. Now trust me on this when I say that there is absolutely no other way to be able to charge this thing. I have looked up for hours, literal hours, just trying to see if there is another way to be able to charge this laptop, and there's not. So what's the solution then? It's this thing. A cigarette lighter adapter that will charge my MacBook Pro. That's awesome. So now we're talking hella good battery life combined with the fact that I'm now got free power for it. I don't have to start the generator up because I just plug it straight on into the caravan, free 12 volt power. Now I do have another video explaining how shit gets done differently here in the caravan, so you can go and check that out. It's linked in the cards above. However, before you go and check that out, one last thing to add to this video. The price of a MacBook Pro 13-inch 16 gigabytes on finance for 2 years works out to be about $100 a month. Whether or not that sounds like a lot to you, I have no clue. For me, however, I'm paying anywhere from about $120 to $240 every single month just to be able to keep this laptop charged using the generator. So it kind of seems like a bit of a no-brainer to me to actually get a brand new laptop for less than what I'm paying currently in fuel to charge my laptop. Like, I'm gonna be saving somewhere around $480 every single year. Well, for the next 2 years, and then after that I'm gonna be saving even more money because I'm not paying off a laptop. So yeah, that's just insane. Moving on really quickly as well, I do want to touch on the performance of the M1. It's something that does stand out to me, specifically because I use DaVinci Resolve as my editor, which, they've got the beta out at the moment, and whatever, there's been some ups and there's been some downs. DaVinci has been acting like an absolute bitch on this computer. I don't think this computer is quite fast enough with a 1080 chip, or whatever, card. I'm not computer technical. And so in turn, I'm getting choppy feedback, slow exports, etc, etc. So that of course is going to be a future video to come when I do get my hands on the M1 16 gigabyte version here in New Zealand. It's not due to be able to arrive until like early 2021, so make sure to subscribe down below and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss that episode. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We will catch you in the next one. See y'all.